What you gonna do? That is Oak Ridge Boys Kicks 105.5. Good morning to you. I'm Sean Knight, and joining me, as he does every Wednesday, I just can't seem to get rid of him. 10 minutes till 8 o'clock. Here is, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Barrett. Dun, 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 dun,
Stop
dun,
breathing
dun,
on me. It's coronavirus.
Oh, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Mike. My goodness.
Good morning. How are you?
Living the dream. So let's get right to some questions that I've been thinking about. If I were to work far away, let's say I worked in Burlington,
Sure.
would my car insurance, if I said that I'm driving an hour every day there and an hour every day back, increase my car insurance coverage, just because of the fact that there is more, just by proxy, the amount of time driving, I'm out on the road more. So the probability of getting into an accident, is that a factor?
Yes, maybe, and no.
Just don't tell you?
How's that? No. So here's the thing: is if you're commuting to work, there are some companies who put a maximum one-way commute in a certain tier of what they offer for rates to about 50 miles one way. Once you're over that, then you pay a little bit more. So you would be paying the over 15-mile one way to work with most companies. Some companies, you either drive your car to and from work or you don't. They don't care how far. They don't ask how far. You just drive it to and from work. So that wouldn't impact you at all if you're with one of those companies. And then there's some companies that go, well, that's just a little too much for what we have to offer, although that's very few and far between. Most companies will let you do it. And what I find is that most folks that travel that distance aren't doing it a 5-day-a-week job. They maybe are a doctor or a nurse at Dartmouth or over in the Burlington area who are going for those 3-day shifts, 3 days a week thing, and then that can be a different way to rate it too, because you're not doing it 5 days a week.
Let's say, hypothetically, that a radio DJ got a part-time job delivering medications for Kinney Drugs and was using his car for deliveries, or decided to do like pizza deliveries at night just to make a little extra money. Do I have to, does this person have to tell his insurance agent?
I prefer not, because now I know, and I don't like knowing these things. So when you are delivering, now, truth be told, delivering prescription drugs on behalf of a pharmacy, that's something I would have to actually probably look at. But I will tell you now, with coronavirus, a lot of companies have lifted their restriction of the food delivery, and that's a way to try to keep the restaurants able to have people easily deliver food. But typically, that is not allowed. So here's the scenario. You are driving and delivering, whether you've disclosed it to me or not. If I didn't do my part and make sure it's legit and all right and that you were the company that accepts it, you could have a claim get denied because you didn't disclose that you were delivering for compensation. So if you are an Uber, if you are a Lyft, if you are delivering, those are all things that are very impactful and really should be well known to your insurance company so that you don't run the risk of having a claim on any vehicle denied.
I am more a goober than Uber. And, as far as pizza deliveries go, keeping restaurants alive and businesses doing well, when I drop off your pie and there's a piece missing, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. But that was a good slice.
It was a good slice. So order the pineapple pie, people, because he won't touch those.
No kidding. Yeah, no. But I'm an anchovies person. So back in the day, back in college, I would order anchovies on my pizza, and I never had to share my pizza with a single person.
Always had all your half.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Anything was on your mind that you wanted to talk about? Good. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Oh, sorry. I want to talk about me. I want to talk. Okay.
Go on, Toby. So truth be told, really not a lot. I mean, just, in these times, these uncertain times, I say, if you've got a little more time on your hands and you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Insurance 101, the very first item on the list should always be, communicate with your agent and have a dialogue if you have a question.
I think that you and I have a better relationship than my wife and I, so don't worry there. We're doing okay, and I'll get you an anniversary card soon, real soon, buddy. You and I have been hanging out with each other. Oh, let's see here, almost 6 years. I remember sitting in the lobby when you and Val were sitting here in the studio, and he was telling you that Sean, he's going to be taking my place, and you're like, does he suck?
Oh.
And Val was like, hey, he's all right.
Yeah. And then I said, well, time will tell. Time will tell.
Yeah. And
I was right. I was right.
Then
Yeah,
I switched my insurance to you, and now we're BFFs.
That's all it took, right?
Oh, my goodness. If you would like to be friends with Mike Barrett, have open dialogue with him, get one of those necklaces that breaks in half the heart. You know, he wears half, you wear half. You should call Mike Barrett at Barrett Insurance Agency by calling.
My chiropractor has recommended that I stop doing that because it's horrible. Horrible. I'm so slow walking around now. I got a lot of weight on me. You can give us a call at 748-5224. Like I said, advice is free. Questions and answers are free. So have that dialogue with your agent. You can also find us on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury, online, thebarrettagency.com, where you can get a free home or auto quote. And you can find us on Google, YouTube, and Facebook. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency. Get all the details.
Talk to you next Wednesday, buddy.
Be well and enjoy that delivery of whatever you're delivering.
Hypothetically. I said hypothetically.